Hello friends, welcome back to the lecture series on Engineering Mathematics 3. In previous module, we have discussed about the basics regarding vectors and vector arithmetic. In this module, we are going to discuss about vector calculus. In vector calculus, we are going to discuss about scalar function, vector differentiation. In this, we are going to define a vector differentiation operator and different ways to operate vector differentiation operator on scalar function as well as vector functions. So first we are going to discuss about gradient of a scalar field whenever we operate that vector differentiation operator on a scalar function, and then we are going to solve some examples regarding directional derivative. So let's discuss about a scalar function. If to each point P in the region R with the coordinates x, y, z, or we can consider instead of Cartesian coordinates, we consider position vector r bar, such that a rule defined by a function phi of x, y, z, which contains the variables x, y, z, or the position vector r bar, then that function phi of x, y, z is known as scalar function, whereas the region R is known as scalar field. So we can generalize scalar function is a function which depends upon its variable set x, y, z for the values, and it do not depend upon the Cartesian coordinate system. So for values of a scalar function, it depends upon its variable set x, y, z, but it do not depend upon the direction. So it is bounded by the rules on variables x, y, z only. For example, if we consider temperature at any instant of a body, then it is defined by a simple number. That is, if we consider temperature of that object is 45 degrees Celsius, then that number 45 will give us the complete idea regarding the temperature of an object at any particular instant. So if we consider the graph for the temperature, so as the time increases, if your temperature, so depending upon your position, suppose this is your point P. So for particular values for the point x, y, z, value of temperature will be fixed. So value of temperature depends upon the position of that point, and there is no other rule which is applicable for that temperature function. In simple words, temperature is a scalar function which depends upon values of x, y, z, and there is no other rule involved in it. Same is the case with density of a body. If you consider any particular object, suppose this is your object, so it has the specific density of the material or the particles. As you change your position from any point, then you will get the same value of density. In other words, if we consider air density about the surface of the earth, so air density is equally distributed along the surface. But as you change your position, if you go away from the surface, then value of air density goes on decreasing. That means air density is a scalar function. Same is the case with weight of an object. If you consider any object, it has specific weight. If we call weight of this object is 50 grams, then that number 50 will give us the complete idea about the same. Or let's take interesting example for a scalar function. As shown in the diagram, if you consider a hilly region, then the contour lines drawn across that surface will give us the points on that hilly region which are at height 2000 feet from the surface level or the mean surface level. So these are the points, they are connected by the lines. Again, if you increase your height, then these are the points on that hilly region which are at distance 2250 from the surface of sea. And likewise, if we connect all the points, so we get the contour lines. And depending upon the relation between two contour lines, we can identify the distance or peakness or steepness of that mountain. So here, all scalar functions, they generally depends upon a simple variable set and there is no other rules involved in it. Now we move to the next, that is vector function.